Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit of interesting topic, something that gets the blood boiling for a lot of us, uh, and that is gun control. Americans are often divided when it comes to gun control. One side states that it is our right to bear arms and that we need them to protect ourselves from both foreign and domestic threats. The other side states that guns are the root of all evil and should be banned or made extremely difficult to acquire. But what really is the issue here? Do guns do more bad than good? Can the public be trusted to own a gun? And are assault rifles that much more dangerous than a regular handgun or a shotgun? What caused and started the debate of gun control? Mass shootings, suicide, violent crime? What are the politicians, policymakers, and the government doing about it? When it comes to mass shootings, background checks, child access prevention laws, and bans on the sale of assault weapons and high capacity magazines, they're all inconclusive when it comes to solving this issue. According to RAND.org and the RAND Corporation, who made unbiased scientific studies on different gun policies and their outcomes. Many of these shooters don't go out and buy guns at the store. They take them from inside the home. They go out and burglarize other homes and steal them from that or vehicles. So I believe that the policy shouldn't be on the guns, on how the guns are bought, but on the safekeeping of them once they're already in the home. Nearly 90 out of 100 Americans own or possess a firearm, according to a small arms study done by the New York Times. That's nearly one gun per household, every household in the United States, and that's cutting it close, that are registered gun owners. What law or policy is there right now to prevent these types of people from getting these weapons and going out and shooting up schools and committing crimes? In my opinion, we need an organization to go out there and conduct these safety checks on gun owners to make sure that these weapons are properly and safely secured. An organization like CPS, for example, the Child Protective Services, that go out and conduct safety checks on children. We also have people that go out and conduct safety checks on the mentally ill, just to make sure they're in a safe home and a livable home, and to make sure they're just okay. Some people might see this as a invasion of privacy, but in my opinion, it isn't. We do these for children and for other people, but some people might not want it to be done on their weapons. Why not? If your weapon is properly stored in a gun safe or in other safe containment, then what's the issue? They could do these checks, just like the fire marshal goes out and conducts the checks on fire extinguishers and all these other places. They sign off on it, and there you go. They leave, and you're left alone for a year, or whatever they want to do. So why not do something like that to prevent children from accessing these weapons in the home, taking them to schools, committing these mass shootings for being bullied or for maybe even being mentally ill? We need some kind of policy and a change for this. I have a friend, Mr. Hodges, who is a U.S. Army retired, and he served in Korea for nearly 20 years. Right now, he is the head security officer for 470th MI Brigade. That's military intelligence. So he told me that in Korea, the Korean government, it is illegal to own a firearm and have it out in the streets. If you want to use a firearm, you need to store it at your local police precinct, at their local police precinct. And if you want to use it, you need to go out and sign it out, and that's how they control the people who have guns over there in South Korea. Now, I'm not saying we need to do this here in America, where you need to store your weapons out in the police station, but just having it properly stored at your own house, that should be more than enough. And having some kind of organization go out and conduct these checks to make sure that those weapons are properly stored. And if they're not, then yes, you should be fined Yes, maybe even to an extreme, have your weapons taken from you until you're able to provide some kind of proof, some kind of a proof of ownership of a safe or other safe storage and keeping of these weapons. And then you may have your weapons back. But this is just an idea. This is how policies get started with nothing but an idea. And it starts building and rolling and building up momentum. And this is what we need to do to make a change. So thank you very much. This is my speech on gun policy. Thank you.